like soul food for me. It's just like it fed my soul. It wasn't that it was just delicious, but there's something about Tong's food that I don't know. It's like it's addictive and you have to have it and it feeds you in so many levels, not just for hunger, but just I don't know. It's super special and it can't be replicated. I don't think even trying her recipes, I can't make it like she does. I think it was in probably 1996 or 97. I had a girlfriend named Glory Marr, a dear friend of mine, and she invited me to the restaurant. And it was funny because she was like, well, it's in this little hole in the wall and, you might not want to go to the bathroom there, you have to walk through. And so it was like, she felt like, she had to like preamble this invitation to the restaurant. And so it became our like once a week ritual to meet each other and enjoy this beautiful meal and bond over our conversations of what happened for us during the week. And then we met other people there and it was an amazing experience. So at that time in Miami, I was in my 20s and I was single, and that was like one of the dates that I would always like, if somebody would go on a date with me there and he would wait in the line with me and be patient, like it was a test if I would go out with them again. There was once, it wasn't really a date, it was a guy friend that went with me, but he was like all done with the line. And I said, well, fine, then I'm not hanging out with you tonight. You're gonna leave and I'm gonna eat by myself and goodbye. Like if like I did go out on a date and they didn't like it, that was it. Like that was, we weren't going out again, because if you cannot come to the restaurant with me and stand in line, we're done. I went every week religiously just because I had to have her food. When I was around 28 years old, I was going to Europe for my first time by myself. And so I thought, I didn't know what to expect for food or what have you. And I'm an adventurous food eater, but I was like, before I leave for my trip, I have to go to Hy Vong. I have to get my meal before my 2-week, leaving Miami. And so I went to the restaurant and there was this sign on the door that said, sorry, we're gone on vacation, we're closed. And I was like, oh, what am I, like just so disappointed. And so I ended up going over to Europe and started off in Paris. And I decided to go visit the Castle Versailles. And I'm walking through the castle and I turn around and there's Kathy and Tong. I was just at your restaurant last night trying to get like my last meal before my trip, and here you are. What are the chances of that happening? Like you could go anywhere in the world and they were right there. Like that was a crazy. I've tried so many in New York. I've tried California when we lived there for 12 years. The closest I ever came to like tasting something almost as authentic as her food was we had an au pair that was from Thailand and she was a chef. And I took her there with me and my 2 boys when we went to visit Miami, and I took her there and she tasted all the dishes that I liked. And then we went home and she tried to replicate them and she did a pretty good job, but still not the same as Tong. I got to hear Tong speak and Kathy speak about what it was like, and just thinking that she came from a caste system where she was like this peasant that was, considered uneducated and don't even talk to her because, she's not educated, to having a daughter who graduated from Harvard and then Cornell University. That, excuse me, that is like the American dream. And that's what it should be about. And Kathy, like she's an example of like what we should all set our goal to be as human beings in this world. We should be embracing people and helping them further their lives. And that's what it's about. This country is supposed to be the premise of immigration, people coming here and having opportunity and building businesses. And I feel like the last, many years, 4 years has been very difficult for immigration, and I'm very opposed to the things that have been happening to people. And you know, being a white person, it's very disheartening to see how our country has been treating immigrants. As much as, like, you know, you think of our history as the place you come to, and it's like the land of opportunity and growth. And I feel like immigrants really take a good advantage of that. Like, they come and they do hard work, and sometimes do work that white people don't want to do. And so I just feel like uh, I'm hopeful that things will change back again, that we are going to be welcoming immigrants to our country, you know, with an open heart and an open mind, and giving people opportunities to better their lives. Have learned so much, you know, since the George Floyd, you know, killing, that, you know, I mean, really, if we stop and we think about it, our country was founded on genocide and slavery. And so, and we have to be also honest about like what we're about, you know. And so as much as people came here for opportunity, there's been a lot of unjust situations in this country.